And it looks like we're ready. Okay, and we're off. Okay, so it's going to be a bit interesting just to see who the victor of these four will be. Again, this is between Kaku and Cool, and LK and retrodooley. Also, make sure to follow the runners. These guys are incredible. So, off the bat, I noticed that grabbing a mushroom in 1-1 has been a popular option. We'll be grabbing fire in 1-2. It is faster to grab in 1-3 and 1-4, but a lot more difficult. We'll get to see that from retrodooley, most likely. Unless Retro opts to go with Small Mario. Ooh, unfortunate death from Retro there, possibly a bit of nerves. That can happen quite easily. Noticing that Kaku's taking the top route, something that I've noticed a couple of runners do. Pretty interesting. Ooh, LK just having a small bonk on the stairs. It was mentioned yesterday that in a race scenario that can happen a lot more than would happen in possibly PB attempts, so that sync between the three fire strats. The 1-3, typically there isn't very much going on. We'll see if Retro decides to pick up the power up. Decides to go that route, so I think we'll just be seeing fire straps the whole way through from all these guys. Standard 1-3 from pretty much everyone there. Grabbing that power up, as you can see, it is a bit more difficult than 1-1 and 1-2. Nice fire kill from the 3 will... Retro will just be opting to jump over Bowser. Or run under, possibly. Very, very nice. Oh, Kaku just having a little bit of trouble with the spring. Spring can be a bit of a nuisance sometimes. Retro is fired up. Got that Fire Mario back, which is good. Okay, so going into 2-2. Ooh, that's unfortunate for Retro. Yeah, going into 2-2. This can be a bit challenging. Nowhere near as challenging as 7-2, though. We'll see if anyone decides to do the duck swim. Mario lands, big Mario lands, and then you swim after ducking. It's ooh, LK threading needle there. Yeah, so that would make Mario's hitbox a bit smaller. So we did see the downside to that yesterday. Pure cab. Pure cab. Very nice from LK, just extending his lead slightly, I believe. Okay, so this is so close between Kaku and Cole. As I mentioned earlier, there's a second between their PBs. Absolutely insane. So hopefully it's going to be a close one. LK just creasing through here, though. Retro has had a bit of a rough start, but you know, hopefully he can hold it together. Hasn't been a bad response considering what's happened. Cool, just having slightly more tricky shapes, but handles it no problem. If I'm not mistaken, I think Retro might be on his last life. Hopefully that won't become a thing. Might see a power-up grab in 2-3. That can be a bit tricky at times. Okay, Kaku just playing it safe on the elevators. Oh, cool. The hit there. Very nice for LK though. Kaku does just inch a little bit into the lead. Still very, very close though. Good race so far. Okay, nice power-up grab from Cole. Sometimes that can be a bit challenging. Hopefully Retro can make it through. Ooh, that fireball. Oh wow, so close to getting hit there by Bowser. Thankfully not though. Getting out of World 2. Okay, 3-2, there isn't a lot going on, pretty much. Other than that, yeah, that jump there that Kaku did, it isn't too challenging. Noticing that Cole still has Big Mario, probably just gonna go for 3-3. I noticed a couple of people opted to go for 3-3 over 3-2. So Retro didn't opt to do a life refill, so still living on the edge. Got that one life. Got that fire Mario back. It's always good. Yeah, Cole grabs the fire there. It's a bit easier than in 3-2 in my opinion. Ooh, those Putaboos were nicely managed by LK, also Kaku. Yeah, seems pretty good from all runners so far. Yeah, the Putaboos at the end of 3-4 can just be pretty awful at times. Especially with Bowser firing fire at you, so it definitely makes a lot of sense the way they played it. And 4-1, a lot of people have been calling it the easiest level in the game. It's definitely a fairly deserved title. Plus an any percent 4-1 is where you can just kind of go to sleep for 30 seconds. Yes, so Retro's been doing pretty well considering the pressure of having that one life. 4-2. Oh wow, that's synced between Kaku and LK. Incredible. Will we see some bottom route swag or top route? Yeah, Kaku takes the top route. LK just going for the bottom route, why not? Imagine it won't be an issue. Nicely done. Very nice. Yeah, so pretty much, with the exception of what happened in 2-4, this has been an amazing run for Cole, and definitely for Kaku and LK. Retro just powering through, though. That's what I like to see. Or 3 isn't that challenging either. A first jump can be a bit tricky if you don't have Fire Mario. You've got to know just how to handle it. 2 261s though. Will be a firework for each player. Getting the one firework there is basically negligible. It is an issue getting one firework. Ooh, that 4-4 fire kill can be pretty difficult. Both manage it. Let's see how Cole manages it. We've seen a lot of runners just opting to go for Bowser in that circumstance. But Cole gets the fire kill. Both revealing the star and saying no, thank you. Oh, that Oh, what a horrible bill. Ooh, nice save from Retro. That was very, very close to being a game over. We'll probably see LK get a Fire Flower in this level. Probably the... Oh, he's getting that one. Very nice. Nicely executed. Kaku is on some amazing form. I mean, all the runners pretty much are. Retro has been playing very, very well since a couple of issues in World 1. Retro says no thanks to the fire kill. A lot of people would be doing that. That fire bar and guys are shooting fire at you. Ooh. Yeah, 5-3 is where things can get interesting. Unfortunately, it's getting interesting for LK. Just having a couple of issues. LK playing it very safe there. I respect that decision. Okay, 6-1. 6-1, there isn't too much going on again. You want to dodge that first enemy. After that, it's pretty plain sailing. Okay, so it's Retro's turn at 5-3. Ooh, okay. These builds are challenging, but they build fairly well. Okay, so 6-2 is pretty mesmerizing when done well. Kaku having no issues, just very nice. Yep, very well done. Absolutely incredible just how close this has continued to be. Six-3 as well can be kind of interesting. You don't want to be bonking on any of those platforms, otherwise probably going to have a bad time. It'd be very, very easy to die in 6-3. Kaku continuing this this consistency though, it's very, very impressive. Okay, we'll see how the bars go for Kaku. Continues to be a very, very solid run. Okay, so Retro's just gonna navigate his way through this level. 6-2 can be pretty challenging as Small Mario. But, oh, grabs the star. Makes a lot of sense. And, Cole probably will grab this last power-up. Yep, does get it. So far, it's been pretty unfortunate for Cole. Often, a run this good would be easily enough to be ahead, but no such luck just yet. 7-2. 7-2 is a lot more manageable with Fire Mario. Ooh, having a... no problem. I imagine Cole will be trying pretty hard to get Big Mario out of 7-2. One of the last opportunities to grab fire, Big Mario out of 7-2. He'll be wanting to grab fire in 7-3, but sometimes it's just easier to take a hit than try and dodge an enemy for several seconds. But it seems to be going pretty well for him so far. Yeah, that was an unfortunate pattern. There wasn't very much he could have done there. Thankfully, that final blooper though goes to the left, and Retro's done with World 6. Very nice. Ooh, that cheap was so close to LK. Very nicely done though. Yeah, just slowing down absolutely makes sense. So Cole will be continuing his Small Mario. The next opportunity for him to grab a power-up will be Hit 2, but we'll see if he does that. I personally prefer picking up a power-up there in preparation for Hit 3. Ooh, Kaku taking a hit there. Pretty much the first mistake from Kaku, but still maintains a very, very solid lead. Very nicely done from LK. I have to say though, this has been a really, really impressive performance from Retro. Considering those 2 deaths early on to be basically 2 levels in it, against such a talented player as well, has to be commended. Gets out of 7-2 with fire, that's good. So 8-1 is very, very preferable to have fire, it isn't too challenging. $195 for Kaku. Not bad considering Fire Mario, or Small Mario. Nicely done from LK. LK pulls into the lead in the 4-way as well. Now Fire Mario is pretty useful at this point. Kaku grabs that power up. Definitely makes a lot of sense, especially with 8-3 coming up. 8-3 is just, oh, it's so horrible. We've seen a lot of races die there. So close between Kaku and Cole here. Anything could happen. It really starts to ramp up, and the nerves will be pretty high at this point as well, I imagine. Okay, so LK is in a pretty strong position here. Having fire at this point is very, very nice. Very preferable. Okay, Kaku grabbing that fire definitely makes a lot of sense to try and ensure getting out of 8-3 without a death. And nicely done. This is definitely why you want to be grabbing the fire there. Often if I have Big Mario going into 8-3, I'll just go on without grabbing the fire. I imagine, I mean, you shouldn't really be taking more than 1 hit in 8-3, so Cole decides to do the same. Okay, LK not getting the wall jump, didn't, you know. LK is just a couple of seconds away from securing a victory. Oh, LK has done the duck swim, I believe. No soft lock, please. No soft lock, please. Kaku taking a hit. Hopefully he can get out of here with without any issues. And GGLK, 1947. Very, very well done. Kaku just playing it a bit safe. Nearly there. GG Kaku. Very nice. I think that's a 1959. Yeah, 1959. Check the SRL time in a moment. Very, very well done, guys. Congrats. 2018 for Cole. Might be a 2017. It's incredible. That was 18 seconds apart. 18 seconds. Very, very good race. Okay, Retro now in 8-3. I imagine Retro will be opting to get power-ups. Yes, probably looks like. Now in this situation, I'd probably just grab fire. If Retro's watching the restream, I'd be grabbing fire. Just get out of there. Yep, decides to do that. Yeah, the end of 8-3 is no worries at all, whenever you've got Fire Mario. There's just one 8-4 left in it. Taking those stairs easily. Three more rooms. Yeah, it is unfortunate for Cole and Raptor. They've both played so amazingly. Again, so often runs like that would secure a victory, but it's always going to be tough whenever you're against guys like Kaku and LK. Tries to go for the fire kill, why not? Although, oh, and we're done. 22-21, very nice. Well done, guys. Very, very good race. So, as I mentioned earlier, it's definitely worthwhile following these guys. Very, very talented at what they do, so congrats. Okay, I'll just have a quick check. We're joining the commentary. Alright, so we're just putting in these guys to see if they want to have a little chat about their race, or if not, then we're good. So those two matches conclude round 2. I'm not sure about the losers bracket though. I think there might be one more match. Just double check. No, we're all done. So yeah, really, really incredible scheduling. Massive shout outs again to Rupert. All of the hard work he's put in should definitely be appreciated. And he's pretty much taken this all on by himself as well, which I know is pretty difficult. Even with a team of people to help you out, it's always going to be very challenging. But massive, massive thanks to Rupert for putting this on. Okay, and joining us, we've got Retro. You, welcome.
Hello.
That last part of that run was actually really, really good. So well done. Yeah, very, very, very well done.
Yeah, I had the stomach flu. Do you hear me all right?
Yeah. I imagine you had some nerves coming into this, which would be natural. Just a couple of slip-ups right at the start, but you handled it very well. Didn't get a game
Oh,
over, which
actually, I did get a game over.
oh
Actually
oh
lost all my lives. Intentionally at 3-1, had to refill. So
it was intentional then. Oh, fair enough.
yeah. I just woke up, haven't been feeling well, so I'm like, oh shoot, it's 10:55.
I
Um,
think you've done pretty well considering the parameters. And again,
yeah.
being up against someone like LK, it's a pretty big ask.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been
LK,
feeling nervous about all week. But I'm like, you know what? Whatever happens, happens. And I've seen LK's race prior. I also saw his video at speedrun.com. So I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. I tried to
yeah.
do the small fire threat at 1-1, and it didn't work out. And then a death at 1-2. It was just like, oh man, what's going on with me today? So, I mean, definitely a better person won today. And congrats to LK. I hope he ends up taking this to the finals because he definitely deserves it.
LK has a very good chance of taking to the, especially with one of the earlier upsets, but a very, very talented Super Mario All Stars runner has a pretty bulky anthology of speedruns, so he's definitely used to being amazing at everything he touches.
Yeah.
Congrats again. Cool.
We're also like 12 hours apart too, so it's like midnight for him.
Oh yeah, I was actually going to mention scheduling this race mustn't have been ideal considering the time differences. But
Actually, I mean, yeah, actually, he sent me a message. I sent him a message. We agreed on time. It was actually pretty good, actually, because that's what I was worried about. Because I was like, well, we're so far apart. How do we go about doing this? But we decided on time, and it's not too late for any of us. Hopefully, he's not falling asleep. By the appearance of the race, it looks like he was awake, so that's a good thing. Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking forward to the match with Lasso, and hopefully I can come back from this. So we'll see.
yeah, I imagine you have a very good chance. It's not a given. Lasso, again, very experienced Mario runner, who definitely could pull it off. But I think you've a very, very good chance in that. So
Right.
cool. As we discussed briefly earlier, there was a very good chance of this being very, very close, and it ended up being really close. And it's unfortunate because so often a run of your caliber would easily win. But as I'm sure you know, Kaku played amazingly there.
I'm pretty imagined. I watched some of his practice streams, and he's consistent as hell. So I expected to lose actually, and I did decently considering that during all this week I've been doing pretty badly in my practice runs, and I got a low 20, which is okay. But I expected a very difficult match for me, despite having two similar PBs, but he's definitely more consistent than me. So actually, I was well aware of what I was facing, wasn't going to face, and in the end, I'm pretty okay with the run. Unfortunately for me, I think that 7-1 sealed the deal, because from there I wasn't able to recover the flower, and from there to play much more safer in 8-1. I think I was already behind at that point, but that error sealed the deal basically. But still an okay run. I'm definitely satisfied. Looking forward for the next race.
It was pretty unfortunate. Again, I think you played really, really well there. So often a run like that would easily secure a victory, but yeah, it pretty much was over. Well, not over, but he was ahead at 7-1, as you mentioned. At that point, there's still a lot of opportunities for someone to make mistakes, but it just wasn't happening, unfortunately, for you.
Yeah, at that point, I was aware that the only way for me to win was to simply hope for a big mistake from my opponent, and just continue to play at my best without not taking too many risks, but at the same time still trying to play at a decent level to put pressure. And Unfortunately, I had to say that 2-4 in race is a curse for me, because this is the third time in a race that I lose time in that level. I didn't die like the previous time, but I took a very stupid hit there, and I choked in 3-1. But that's fine. I mean, I'm new to races, and I'm okay. I'm okay with this race, and my opponent played better and deserved to win. And I'm
Yeah,
trying
for
to
sure.
go farther in the loser bracket, and we will see. Yeah.
So do you know who you'll be facing in that bracket? I imagine just based on seeding.
Overglib, I think it's Overglib. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. I apologize for him if I didn't pronounce well, but yeah, I know will be my next opponent. I know it's a very talented player overall, so it's gonna be a good match as well.
Yeah, just gonna quickly double check. Yeah, Oglib. Yeah, I thought you said Oglib. Yep, that's how you pronounce it. It could be a close match, though. I imagine, given that you have a slightly decent run, that it should be a fairly secure victory. But Oglib is really good at SMB3, so
yeah,
that skill set definitely transfers over to something like SMB1.
Yeah, no, that's my concern actually. I hope he doesn't, but regardless, I think it would be
actually,
a pretty good match.
You guys will be facing Oglib and Lawsu, both SMB3 runners, and SMB3 runners have been doing all right. Like Chuck was doing pretty well, and a couple of other people. So, yep, I think that's it for round 2, and the losers round 2 will be getting underway. Well, I suppose officially tomorrow, but people can start setting up their races now. Round 3 will be commencing tomorrow as well. At this point, we've only 8 matches in round 3, and it won't be too long until we actually start seeing the bracket mature. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm in losers round 2 as well, so I actually have to do a match this week. That should be interesting. But we'll see. Can All Stars actually manage to take it over SMB1 on the NES? Probably not. But thank you so much, guys, for the races.
Thank you all for hosting everything, and see you next time. Oh, by the way, I also run in the past SMB3, so more or less we're on not that level of Glib, of course, but I did a couple of runs more than 1 year ago at the SMB3, and
Alright, guys, so like I say, that'll be it for today. There usually would be a lot more matches on a Sunday, but I imagine our first match will be tomorrow again. None of them have been scheduled, but we'll see, I guess. Well, some of them might have been scheduled. Let me just quickly check before I go. Actually, there are matches scheduled for tomorrow. So we'll have 2 matches tomorrow. That'll be at 8 PM EST. Don't miss it. It'll be a good one. And thanks for everything.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.